What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We're gonna talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo and little Liam getting a 5-year, $228 million extension finally signed. I didn't really see no reason why he wouldn't sign this deal and get the biggest contract and most contract in NBA history. It was a no-brainer for me because he already played on the number one team in the NBA the last 2 years. Plus, he was the Defensive Player of the Year and back-to-back MVP. Plus, he actually has one of the best rosters in the Eastern Conference. I don't look at them as a team that's going to win a championship currently, but I like what John Horst has done as a GM, continuing to find ways to tinker with this roster, change this roster, and build this roster around Giannis. I know they haven't got it done, but this team was uh, a game three away from being in the NBA Finals potentially because they should have won that game, and then they would have been up 3-0, having a chance to beat the clip to be able to beat the Raptors, but obviously it fell through. And then they took a step back last year, getting beat by the Heat in the second round. But when you look at the opportunity, it wasn't really too many places that Giannis could have went and won the title with this offseason. A lot of teams either would be still good or just good enough or just as good as the Bucks as they currently constructed with Giannis, and he still wouldn't be able to get the Supermax because he would have to do a sign and trade to get out of there, which is going to be tough to do to get something of value back from Giannis. And the Bucks, to me, have done everything that they have, could have done to keep him anyway. Obviously, you rather them have Bogdanovich because he would be a perfect fit alongside him in Middleton, a guy that can handle the ball a little bit, knock down some threes, but not only that, have confidence and give them the proper floor space and creation ability at that guard position. Plus, having Drew Holiday, a guy that can defend multiple positions but also can break down the defense, get to the paint, knock down some mid range and some push shots. But not only that, be a decent catch and shoot guy from three when he's open. So to me, John Horst had a mentality: we have to do whatever we have to do to keep Giannis, and obviously it worked because he had signed the Supermax. Okay, now, if you're a Bucks fan, you should be ecstatic and happy because you have the reigning two-time MVP locked down for 5 years. Even though he might not stay there for the whole 5 years, it's still good to know that he's going to stay there for at least two because I believe he can't be traded within 2 years of signing the Supermax. So at least you know that you are a contender. You are one of the most, competitive teams in the Eastern Conference, and y'all should be able to compete for titles as long as y'all have Giannis and Middleton and Horst as your team. Now, they're eventually going to have to get over the hump. Giannis has gotten better every year. He's one of the best two-way players in the league, so I understand why they didn't have no hesitation giving him the max because he's so young and he has already been a dominant player, especially in the regular season, and you don't want to lose him at all. So they did the right decision, growing a superstar, grooming a superstar, and allowing him to be the face of this franchise and one of the faces of the league as he has been an all-star leading vote getter for the last couple seasons, showing that he has a global impact, and that's a lot for the Bucks. This is a team that has built a new arena, has been selling out the arena, and a lot of it is because of what Giannis and the team has done with Mike Budenholzer and the coaching staff being able to get this team prepared and allowing them to compete at the highest level. And they have done that. The Bucks haven't been a number one team in so many decades that Giannis did give a lot of people hope that they can possibly win it, even though they continue to fall short the last 2 to 3 seasons. And it's unfortunate, but I still do think that the Bucks can eventually get to the finals if they continue to lock in defensively and if they can step their game up in the playoffs. A lot of it to me don't have anything to do with Mike Budenholzer. A lot of it has to do with their guys not being able to play or replicate what they do in the regular season in the playoffs. And I always tell people you have to be able to raise your game in the playoffs, not, go backwards. You want to continue to move forward and grow and build upon your performances and build upon your game each and every season. And him and Middleton has done that. And Bledsoe has been the thorn in their backside because he continues not to deliver offensively each and every year in the playoffs. And that's what mattered most. And that's why they had to let them go and get Drew Holiday, a guy that has performed well over his career in the playoffs with his aggressiveness and his playmaking ability, and he has locked down some of the best guards in the Western Conference when he has been at the top of his game. Now, they did give up a lot of picks and a lot of their future to get Drew Holiday, but that's the cost of trying to upgrade a spot and trying to get your team to the next level. And Drew Holiday has already really been going at Giannis and earning his respect. Plus, he already got a lot of love for Middleton, who they already have signed to a long-term deal um, a couple off seasons ago, and he hasn't delivered in the playoffs either when it mattered most, and that's going to be their problem. Giannis and Middleton is their duo. They have to find a way to play better in the playoffs, and that has nothing to do with Budenholzer. It's just they have to knock down shots, they have to create shots, and they have to overall play better, and they haven't been able to do that. So we'll see if they eventually get over the hump. This is still going to be one of the best teams in the entire NBA. This is still going to be one of the best teams to watch because they're going to be fun. They're going to get up and down, and you're going to see a lot of dunks and posterization because of Giannis. He's unstoppable. He's unguardable, especially against bad teams. They feast on him, but at the same time, they have depth. People look at this team, they look at the fact that they didn't get Bogdanovich, but they filled a lot of needs this offseason. But I feel like I'd rather have Bogdanovich than a lot of the players that they have signed just because he was a better fit and a perfect type of player of what they needed, honestly, for that guard position. And now we're going to see if DiVincenzo can take that next step or somebody else can come in and really thrive at that guard position, whether it's this year or they find somebody in the future to fill that position. But Drew Holiday is supposed to be a significant upgrade or a better offensive upgrade than Eric Bledsoe. We have to wait and see if that is true, as we haven't seen them play enough with the Bucks because obviously they just in preseason and we can't really judge them on that. They have 72 games to get it right, and then they can also tinker and change the roster as the season continues to go. If they can find a way to upgrade this roster, they have shown the ability to pick up guys on buyouts that can help them, and some of them have been perfect, some of them have been good, but none of them has really broke this team or took them to the next level, which usually they don't. But it is better to have good veterans that can contribute and produce than not, and that's what they have had. So what I'm basically saying that it's not too many places that Giannis could have had went that would be better than the current Bucks roster that he's on. And even if he could, John Horst has shown the ability to get talent and has shown the ability to show that I'm going to do whatever it takes to get us a championship in Milwaukee with Giannis as our best player. And now that Giannis has signed a Supermax extension, he's basically saying that I believe in this organization. I believe in this state, in this city, and I'm not going to leave them right now. And I want to try to win with this team. He continued to say that. He continued to feel that way. And signing this Supermax is proof. But I would continue to tell y'all, just because he signed to Supermax does not mean he's going to stay in Milwaukee all 5 years. He can change his opinion. He can change and get mad or not seeing them getting far or not seeing them being able to get over the hump, and then he wants to jump ship. He is loyal. He does want to win the title here. He still will be in the prime of his career once this contract is up, and even as it continues to go through, he will be healthy. I mean, if he is healthy, he'll be able to still be one of the best players in the league, if not the best. And if he is, they're going to still get a good return for him if they do decide to move in a different direction within this contract. But even if they don't, they have an MVP back-to-back in Defensive Player of the Year, one of the most competitive and dominant players in the league. And that's why he's the most paid player in NBA history, because the Bucks are a small market team. They got to do whatever it takes to keep a superstar, and they have done that, as now they have the commitment from him. And now they can move forward with building this roster to try to win the title with him within the times that he's happy and wants to be there. So now we just have to wait and see how this thing plays out. But this is a first step for them. Was getting Drew Holiday, and now the second step is getting Giannis. Now the third step is getting a championship, and we'll see if they're going to be able to do that. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook and continue to check it out. Also, check out my merchandise that I have on my Facebook page. You can change the color of the shirt, change the color of the logo. Also, pick hats. You can do the same thing. Message me and you can get it customized and I can get it shipped out to you. You can also buy exclusive merchandise on my spread shirt where that's only available at. And you can check that out. That'll be in the description, comment section below. You can also support this channel without buying merchandise by liking and sharing. Liking and sharing allows this channel to be seen and reach more people, which means I can continue to grow. That's another way you can support the channel if you don't want to buy any merchandise. Also, I do make videos each and every day, so you love basketball, you need that daily fix. I do breakdowns of players, legends, and also rookies, and also summer league coverage and summer league breakdowns, draft coverage, free agency, trade deadline, top 10 lists, season previews, playoff prediction, and discussions just like this, even about the hottest topics that will all be available on my channel as I have over 2,000 videos. So if you like this content, you want to see more, check those out. Also, feel free to comment. Comment allows me to know what you guys think. I read every single comment, so make sure you guys continue to do that. Other than that, Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about Giannis signing the Supermax with the Milwaukee Bucks.